Well, hello, everybody. This is Dr. Troy Dukowitz of the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action to create big-ass results in your life and business. Today's topic is this: why are you always late? I have a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a closing in on 1-year-old. And it's interesting this is literally like this morning, we're getting the boys ready for school. And having breakfast and the whole battle with putting shoes on and the battle with putting coats on. Now, if you're the perfect parent out there, I'm sure you don't know what I'm talking about right now. And if you're not a parent, don't worry. This is going to completely 100% relate to you. Because what I find interesting is that we sit and we give our kids, and I've heard myself say it, and I try to stop myself because I say, I don't understand why you can't be on time, and why can't you guys just get up, get ready, and let's go. And yet I have to reflect on that. I have to take a step back and say, but wait a minute. Where in my life am I saying that, I'm going to be here at this time and I run late? I mean, it just happens, right? I mean, it happens to you. Like, whether you have kids or not, you say you're going to be somewhere. And I'm a time guy. Like, I schedule everything. I believe that we need to be on time. It's disrespectful to other people if you're not on time. So then here we are in this scenario this morning, and the boys finally get in the car. They finally get going with mommy to head off to school. And they're late. And as a result of it, I kind of had to start laughing. And I had to laugh because we all do this. We all talk about how people are, so-and-so is always late. Joe is always late wherever he goes. And it's like, yeah, well, wait a minute. Are you saying you've never been late? Are you saying that you've always been on time every minute of your life? And chances are you haven't. Like, is the story 100% true? You're always on time? No. And if you say you are, then bullshit. Because there's been a point in your life, some way, somehow, someday, where you were late, period, end of story. Now, maybe you've been late before, and as a result of that, you said, yeah, I'm not doing that again. I don't like the way it felt. I don't like how it felt to other people. And you do everything in your power to be on time. But it's a matter of us looking at our own lives and saying, well, where in my own life am I doing this? And let's look at this metaphorically. If you look at, like, in your health, you say you're going to be at the gym at a certain time, and then you're late. So you're not even honoring time to yourself. And as a result of being late, it cuts into your training time. And now as a result of it cutting into your training time, you get upset because you're not hitting your goals. Maybe it's meditation and you're going to meditate at a certain time every single day, but you always end up, because meditation maybe is not that important to you, and so all of a sudden you show up 10 minutes late to your meditation. So now what was supposed to be a 20 or a 30-minute meditation is now only going to be 10 minutes. So you cut yourself short in meditation. Maybe it is with your own family. You're going to spend time with your kids and you keep saying, the phrase that I said when I had children, I wanted to make sure I never said, which is, I don't have enough time right now, or just one more minute, let me finish this. Now, I understand you're in the middle of something, you got to finish it, you got to get it done, I get it. But it's a matter of what happens. It's like, just a minute, one more minute, I'll be right there. I'll be right there turns into 10 minutes later, turns into 20 minutes later. And it's not connecting. So now all of a sudden it's affecting me and my family. And then I look at business, say, okay, well, what if you show up late to business? Or you have team meetings and you start your team meetings late. And as a result of starting your team meetings late, you don't have a fully impactful team meeting. I mean, it's crazy, right? Like, you look across the board and you start to realize that these things that we say to our children are the exact same things that we are doing in our own lives. And if you don't have kids, you're going, oh shit, it's still pertinent to me. Because it's the exact same things that we do. If you don't respect your time, how can anybody else respect it? If you want to hit your goals and your targets, then you abide by following your schedule and your plan to get there. If you're constantly 10 minutes late for the gym, which means you're missing 10 minutes of a workout, don't be surprised if you don't hit your targets. If you want to go on a date night with your wife, you say, hey, 7 o'clock on Friday, but you don't leave till 8 o'clock. Don't be surprised if you're frustrated because you're constantly late to your own relationships. So it's a matter of taking a look, and it's what I'm going to ask you to do here today is take a look in your life. Across body, being, balance, and business, where in your life are you always running late? Where is it that you are always behind? And then identify how it's affecting you. Take a look at how it actually affects you, hitting your goals, hitting your targets. Take a good, long, hard look and be honest with yourself about its actual impact that it has in your life. And then identify, as always, because we want to take that from an identification of truth to an action. Then what is the action that you can take to no longer allow this to be an issue in your life, but to start moving forward and honoring yourself and honoring your time and getting things done? Children have no real concept of this. They try to understand, but they don't really get it. And so it's a contradiction for us to sit there and tell them to, let's get moving, let's go, we're going to be late, we're not going to be on time, it's disrespectful. It's a contradiction for us to make it okay for ourselves to be late to things, but not make it okay for them. Which ultimately comes down to the expression we've all heard before, be the change that you want to see in the world. And in this case, be the change you want to see in your own family, in your own life, and in your own business. That's all I've got for you here today, folks. Hey, if you haven't already, head on over to iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher, and come on, man, subscribe, rate, and or review. We had a fantastic week, the best week ever in Commit and Go podcasting last week. So, hey, head on over there, leave a rating, leave a review for me. I'd truly appreciate it. And why not send this off to somebody who you think could benefit from the fire I deliver here every week, Monday through Friday. And if you haven't already, you just heard me mention it. We talked a lot about time here. Head on over to commitandgo.com where you can log in and you can get my Time Mastery Program. It's going to help you to really, really get a grasp on your time and help you to really get rid of the energy drainers in life. That's all I've got for you here today. I am Dr. Troy Dukowitz. This has been the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action, and create big-ass results in your life and business. We'll hear you next time.